Yeah,
will Sparg0 be running Cloud? We're going to see a little bit of Aegis here.
Corrin has been an option for Sonic sometimes. I'd be very curious if we end up saying that. It doesn't seem like it's been the option lately, but we'll have to see. Obviously, the Cloud has been playing pretty insane lately. So. Oh, yep, there it is. We're seeing the Aegis take the stage. We are not going to be seeing the Cloud in this matchup. Makes sense. Obviously, Sonic having a pretty brutal punish on Cloud's recovery. And this makes it a little bit less challenging. And obviously that speed, being able to match Sonic in that way in this matchup, makes things a little bit easier.
I was saying it earlier, it might be a bit of a different day for Ken, though, as we see this start happening. The only time and the last time that Ken beat Sparg0 was at Port Priority. So another, you know, Pacific Northwestern event here too, so maybe we can rekindle a little bit of magic here.
Yeah, just a few miles away from this venue. That's crazy. And we're seeing, yeah, Sparg0 took 70% pretty much right off the bat. Switched to Mythra, Pyra didn't find much with it, and we're going right back for Mythra. Because frankly, you need the combo potential right now. You need to get something online, some damage going, and this could be a good start.
Yeah, it's really crazy what you can find off of a single aerial with Mythra. I feel like that combo game out of like short hop aerials and full hop aerials is crazy. And being able to end it with up B is just a really good get off me ending tool. Not going to find a tech chase on that platform with the Nair, but I like the option.
The dash attack covering the option away. Ken using the rising forward air, and now Sparg0 is in a little bit of a tricky situation. Obviously, when you switch to Pyra, I'm sorry. That was just a pure intangibility moment. Goes right through the sword. Gotta be careful. But yeah, when you switch to Pyra, you have a lot less speed and lose a lot of your neutral ability against Sonic. So it's a big trade-off, and in this situation, not gonna work out for him.
Really good spring drop there too. Yeah, to expand a little bit on that, I think when you're playing Pyra in this matchup, you have to be so preemptive and so confident in every option you choose, because it is really hard to find those solid conversions into hits. So you have to start swinging at air, and then hopefully, if you're smart enough, you are finding where Ken will be and not is at that moment.
Ooh, big damage. Amber getting the footstool into the jab. This is a very solid follow-up. Ooh, and big, speaking of follow-ups, 41% dealt to this Pyra, and we're switching right back to Mythra. Trying to find these up smashes at this percent should kill, hopefully. It's not the strongest smash attack, but it's got some potential.
Ray of Punishment coming down there too. I'm surprised we went with the single shot option and not the multi-shot just to cover more space. Gonna go for forward throw for stage control, I understand that too. Maybe a forward tilt setup, looking for something. A short hop aerial perhaps.
That's the second or third time I've seen Ken very successfully get off ledge with that drop down forward air. Curious if we'll see Sparg0 start to catch on to that. Yeah, we're just throwing out the sword. It's not going to be enough to kill, but it is going to give you a nice stage position here. Again, another aggressive option off the ledge from Ken.
Drop there too. Great tech coming up here too, but the shield pressure got caught there too with the Nair, so Ken went up to try and punish, but the aerial coming out before could even approach.
But this is still a fantastic lead for Ken, and Sonic is one of those characters that really, truly loves having a lead, because, well, you know the vibes.
Off stage here too, footstool, weird air dodge to Sparg0, getting away with one, stealing a stock, putting this game damn near even. Off stage once again here too, rising backer up and above the ledge. Looking for a forward tilt to push off, but Sparg0 smart to just hold drift into stage.
Ooh, yeah, you're not going to make it back after that air dodge. We've got an even game, which certainly if you asked me 30 seconds ago, I would not have expected. Very unfortunate SD for Ken, but doesn't look too shaken by it. We're just resetting. Ken obviously very comfortable. Sonic in general, very comfortable towards the edges because you have the space, the ability to quickly close that gap.
Looking for a down air hunts here too, but these short hops at the ledge, Ken has been scouting out with like rising aerials immediately too. Sparg0 got to start swinging a little bit earlier. Again, the short hop hesitation too. Ken is able to close these gaps, roll behind, not getting hit by forward smash, shocking.
Not going for any kind of footstool there, we're just getting the stage positioning. Ken stuck on the platform.
Doing such a good job sharking under these platforms here too is Sparg0. We were able to find a lot of good landings. Up tilt has been our main combo starter when we are on this Mythra.
Ooh, big punish coming in. Forward smash, and now you have to recover. It's been tricky, but using the stage as a bit of cover versus that up B. Spring comes down.
Just a roll on the ledge, an option we have not seen Sparg0 select all too much throughout this first game, but going to get away with it there. Short hop pressure just up and over these platforms, begging Ken to pick an option to go in. The cross-up caught up immediately with the grab.
Yeah, we're sticking with Pyra. We're using these big moves, these big aerials. At this point, an F tilt will kill, an up tilt will kill. It's a lot of options, and Ken opted for neutral get up, still stuck in the corner, but you've thrown away your one advantage, and now Ken is going to capitalize. Or go off stage and go right back. Man, these forward airs from ledge again. Very common option from Ken.
Ooh, barely missing the aerial. Caught the drift back there too. Smart for Ken to just run under. And they're not going to do it, but setting up in a really good position. No jumping to be had here. Air dodge.
Not going to be enough. Shockingly, goes for the downer, doesn't quite find it, but that should be it. Back air, sealing the game out. Sparg0 somehow making the comeback. A little bit of help from an SD, I suppose.
Yeah.
But I imagine we're going to see the Aegis for the rest of, or at least for the next game. No reason to switch now.
Yeah, the thing is, in their previous sets, it has been 2 sets, at least over the last year. It has been Aegis, it has been Koren, as you were talking about a little bit earlier, and then it was Aegis the last time they had played, the poor priority that Ken had taken the set. So, been mostly Aegis in the last 3 we have seen, so I would be shocked to see a switch. Oh my goodness.
How about something entirely different?
Corrected, my friend. We have Roy coming out.
Yeah, the Roy, the Sparg0 Roy. Obviously, Sparg0, the master of the swords, and Roy, one of the more powerful sword characters in this game, does have a pretty decent matchup against Sonic. We've seen a lot of other players switch to Roy for this matchup. We saw Gluto even experiment with Roy in this matchup for a bit. And so far, so good for Sparg0. This is a big opening. 20 seconds in, we've done a lot of damage against Ken.
Yeah, so good. You're able to drift in so hard. You have a lot of the better intangible tools on Roy than you get from the mix of both characters on Aegis. Spamming these jabs here to roll, not going to be scouted, but love the drift back there. Double edge dance will do it on landing.
This is already a much, much better start for Sparg0. We're 30 seconds into the game, and this first stock is gone. It's entirely different, and wow, that is a different option. We're not exactly used to seeing. When you see that spin dash coming at you, you can throw out a counter.
Jump use here to air dodge will be scouted. That's the same way that Sparg0 caught Ken in that last game to end it. Off stage again. Ken really happy to give up stage control here too. It's very interesting. It's working out this time.
Ooh, Spring. Another opportunity, but instead we're opting for the ledge trap. F tilt gonna send him right back off stage, but these aerials have not been finding their mark for Ken.
Yeah, I don't know, man. This Roy just looks so much more fluid, so much more happy to move than we were seeing as the parry comes out.
There's so much confidence in going for the parry against an F smash like that.
Yeah. But I'm saying, man, this just feels so much more fluid. We have so much more good of a handle over this character when it's coming to fight against Sonic.
Tries to go for the downer, but Ken being able to come in with a more aggressive option.
Oh my God, you went for that read.
You saw the up smash start there. Doesn't quite find the spark, and instead Ken answers back with an F tilt. 2 stocks apiece, but there's a lot of percent between these two right now. Ooh.
Looking for the tech roll away option. Ken Smart can just go to the center of the stage. Very few things would have killed no matter what hit there.
Ken, I think that there's a little bit of fear. He's not exactly going into these spin dashes, spin dash? Yeah. Anymore because the counter taught him that there is a little bit of a risk in going for it.
Playing the distance game here too. Able to match speed for speed, at least a little bit better, and obviously the hit power going to be quite comparable. Ooh, gonna get a really good trade there, too, able to clank out of the grab. Not gonna find much for it. Oh, the dash back turnaround. Sparg0 would have been ready for any option that was not roll away.
Sparg0 doing a really good job of not overextending with this lead right now, too. We're throwing out the options that ideally are not gonna get you punished and really capitalizing when you do have the opening. Scary situation. Now the side B again, sending Ken far off to the left.
Ooh.
Good little turnaround.
My goodness. Dash up 1-2 jab check there to Sparg0, understanding that it's really easy to punish that, so Ken wanted to mix up with just 2 jabs. Good spacing there too. Not going to find any sort of beer burst shenanigans as you see on Double Edge Dance sometimes. but still good dash-up movement option. Such is that forward tilt as well.
Oh, the F tilt is going to seal out the game. That's a 2-stock.
As I was saying too, yeah, that dash cancel F tilt looking really good there, and as is this Roy. I mean, winning game 1 and switching too is just like a really good mark of like a talented player too, because you win the set and you understand that you won, but you know that there is so much more that can be tapped out of something else, and having the confidence to switch like that, I mean, it just shows right there in that last game.
And speaking of I mean, you mentioned it. He was going for some B-reverse shenanigans, doing things that, like, you maybe see more seasoned Roy players do. Sparg0's doing it on, like, a character that's like a 4th or 5th pocket, very deep in, and still so much confidence with this character right now.
First blood being drawn by Ken, though. Really good catch on that tech from platform. Just going for the jabs. We see a lot of grabs in those situations.
Down tilt, not going to be setting up any kind of tech yet. Ken just opting to go for the ledge there. No more aggressive options.
Oh, no way! What a catch there, too. Jab forward smash will work out, especially Ken just holding to get back on the stage there, too. The delay on upward hit, too. Upward hit is so good to start up juggles there, too. Percent a little too low for that, but still looking good. Wanted grab there. I was just talking about it.
You were just talking about it, and of course, we see it come to fruition. This is a very confident Sparg0 right now. You are in a bad situation right now if you're Ken. The aggressive options have been stuffed out time and time again by this Sparg0 Roy. Feeling a little bit aimless right now, but hold on, we got a little bit more momentum going his way. The edge guard coming through.
Good catch on that roll into center stage, where Sparg0 has done that 3 times now since the start of this Roy pick.
Ooh, there's the attempt at the aggressive option, but man, oh man, I tell you, Sparg0's onto them.
Ooh, with grab here, could we be going coast to coast? Nair train wanted a tech chase read on that roll away. Ken choosing the right option though. Double edge dance sets up for the juggle. Not going to chase down in the air efficiently enough. Sparg0 lets Ken back onto the ground.
Ken, at this point, knows that he is deep, deep in disadvantage. Trying to hold forward, getting a kill. We're starting to see a little bit more ground, but it still firmly feels like the momentum is behind Sparg0 right now. Ooh, down tilt, tries to get the read on the roll in, but Ken not giving it away.
Ooh, weak hit forward smash would have sealed otherwise. Yeah, up B, another option. A lot of Roy players love using that for its armor on startup to catch out any sort of weird approach options, especially that Sonic likes to do. But, I mean, everything we've been doing has worked out to this point just well enough.
Now, hold on a moment. 100% has been dealt without much of a response, but that's a bit of a response in and of itself. A 3-0 for Sparg0 against the Japanese people that have come in. People have talked about it. It is Sparg0 versus Japan here. Mm-hmm. That is what winner's side is looking like.
Yeah.
And that is a statement. That is a statement right there.
And just to say, it looked like Sparg0 was having more fun playing as the Roy too, going for some really unique reads. The confidence needs no further, explanation on it.
You saw it,
but just looking super enjoyable to play. Like it's, Sonic's one of those characters where death by 1,000 cuts, you kind of can get pissed off while playing against it. But Sparg0 definitely seemed in the right frame of mind for that entire